I'm Greg Brooker. The following serves as a brief introduction to my new book of poems entitled Make It Old, which can be downloaded from this site as a PDF file. Among the more conventional poems in the book are several that have been composed by rather unorthodox methods, and I'd like to take a moment to explain how these poems were constructed and how they work. For instance, many of the poems in Make It Old are made up of lines and stanzas that do not appear in the poems themselves. Instead, they have been placed elsewhere to expand the physical and temporal arena of the book. For the poems Eastern and Western, lines were first hidden in the apex of the Gateway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri. Connected lines were then placed in the classified section of the USA Today. As these newspapers decompose, the poems become constructed not only of the arch, language, ink, and the page, but also of the geographical expanse of all 50 states. As well, some lines and stanzas crucial to many of these poems have been hidden aboard commercial aircraft. As you hold the book in your hands or read it on the computer screen, parts of the book are flying high above the earth through various time zones and in opposing seasons. By now, these lines have logged millions of miles around the globe, north and south of the equator, the book continually transforming itself in time and space. Still more lines that do not appear in the poems themselves have been hidden in hotel rooms, from Buenos Aires to Tokyo to Zagreb and Copenhagen, and in architectural landmarks such as the radio tower at Alexanderplatz in Berlin. Unfortunately, lines hidden in this hotel room at the Frontier Hotel and Casino were destroyed when the property was imploded, taking the very ending of a poem with it. In the course of writing this book, I submitted many of these poems to magazines and journals. In doing so, I received several interesting replies from editors to my submissions, 3 of which I have included in the book. For their permission to reprint these letters, I'd like to thank T.S. Eliot at the Criterion, Marguerite Caetani at Bottega Oscure, and Eugene Jolas at Transition. Finally, I'd like to thank the MacDowell Colony, where some of these poems were written, and much thanks to the ever-gracious William Carlos Williams, whose new poem, Scene in Winter, appears in New Year's Parade.